had been conquered by the mighty Roman army. The Romans were very mean to the Jews. The Romans would beat and kill the Jews. Of course, the Jews hated the Romans. The Jews hated the Romans because they were so mean, and the Romans were quick to punish the Jews. For example, if a Jewish person was to insult the Romans,
Boo, you pig!
Hey, you poor soldiers, go get her! Hit her with your sword! Screw the fire!
The Romans were very cruel to the people they did not like. They would tie people to cross logs and hammer nails through the wrists and ankles and leave them to die in great pain.
Hey, why not? Let's go forward.
There was, however, one Roman centurion who was very different. He had listened to Jesus and trusted God. He had learned that God loved and cared for everyone, even the Romans. One day, as the army was marching, one of his favorite soldiers became sick and was going to die. This Roman centurion had seen Jesus heal other people and believed that he could heal anyone, even a Roman. He realized that God loved everyone and wanted everyone to trust him, even Romans. He sent a soldier to find Jesus. The Roman centurion suddenly thought that maybe he wasn't worthy of having Jesus come to him. He was, after all, a Roman, and the Jews hated the Romans. The Roman centurion knew that Jesus did not need to come to his soldier in order to make him better. As a Roman centurion, he could order soldiers to go, and they went. He believed that Jesus had the same power over sickness. He believed that Jesus was powerful enough to order the sickness to leave his soldier without Jesus being there. He ran to tell Jesus not to come. In the Bible, Matthew says in chapter 8, "And when Jesus entered Capernaum, a centurion came to him begging him, saying, 'Lord, my soldier is lying sick in great pain.' Jesus said to him, 'I will come and heal him.' But the centurion said, 'Lord, I am not worthy for you to come, but just say the word and my soldier will be healed. For I also am a soldier with soldiers under me. And I say to one, go, and he goes, and to another, do this, and he does it.' Now when Jesus heard this, he marveled and said, 'Truly I say to you, I have not found such great faith in any Jew.'" Jesus was impressed that the centurion had such great faith, even though he was a Roman. In the Bible it is written, and Jesus said to the centurion, "Go, your soldier is healed." And the soldier was healed that very moment. The Roman centurion returned to his soldiers, praising God. The Roman soldiers marched away, knowing that God loves everyone, even the Romans. No matter who you are, you can trust God because God loves everyone. With faith, everything is possible with God, even for the Romans.
Thank you very much for being a very attentive audience. And before we go any further, I'd like to thank our soldiers who were Rebecca, these people actually played parts. Rebecca Peckman, Jaden Adams, Sarah Barber, Caroline Mercer, Linton Mercer, Evan Peckman, Quincy Adams, Jordan Adams, Anthony Barber, Georgia Mercer, and also for Rachel Peckman, who was our Jewish person, like boo-boo. And also for Julia Barber, who was Jesus. So thank you very much. Now our story is all about faith. So let's see if you caught some of the key parts of that. First question, why didn't the Jews like the Romans? What was it about the Romans the Jews didn't like? Is somebody give me an answer? Get right over here. The Jews believed Jesus. Yes, but what was it about the Romans that the Jews didn't like? There was something about the Romans that the Jews didn't like. Yeah, the Romans didn't like the Jews. They would beat them. If a Jew did anything bad, they'd nail them to a cross and drive nails through their arms, and they were just cruel people. Okay, let's try for another one. Sort of gave this away. How did the Romans punish people they didn't like? If I didn't like when I'm a Roman, what would I do? Okay, we might put people to the cross. And the cross was like two logs that were crossed, and they would take and pound big spikes to the people's wrists and through their ankles, and that really hurt. And it'd leave them there to die. What a terrible way to die. All right, harder question. What did the centurion learn about God's love? What did the centurion learn? He learned a very interesting lesson. What did he learn? He learned that God loved everybody, even the mean Romans. God loved them. All right, the last question is really the tough one. All right? Why did the centurion's faith impress Jesus? He was just a Roman centurion. Why was Jesus impressed by his faith? Okay, most Romans didn't believe in God. And what else did this Roman believe?